Good afternoon, Tigers. Welcome back to Tiger TV. I'm Lara Holblatt. We are coming to you live from the studio with continuing coverage of today's ASB elections. We just heard from the 8 candidates who are running for the next year's 6 ASB officer spots. Once again, they are Allie Dorn, Grace Enfield, Kaden Skoblish, Sammy Kakala, Caitlin McCabe, Clarissa Rapasso, Kiki Shaw, and Emily Wiseman. Each one delivered a speech on why students should vote for them to represent the student body next year. Students are returning to their homerooms and checking their emails for a Google form, voting ballot, and voting. Only the freshman Panthers through the junior Vipers are eligible to vote for next year's leadership. The senior Sharks do not get to vote as they look ahead to their last months of high school with all the perks of being a graduating senior. The results will be announced live here on Tiger TV by the end of the school day. In the meantime, we are joined by 2 of our current ASB officers, President Olivia McGlynn and Athletic Director Maisie Street. Hi Olivia, hi Maisie, it's so great to have you here with us today.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Of course. So what did you guys think of the speeches?
I thought all the speeches were very comprehensive and covered main ideas that an ASB officer should talk about. And I think they were engaging and very interesting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they were all really good and unique in their own ways, which is what I always love to see is how they each present themselves to the student body. So that was really great to see.
I also love to hear their mottos or their little sayings at the end.
Yeah, great way to show personality.
Yeah.
So there are 8 candidates running and there are only 6 spots, unfortunately. So for those that don't win, what options do they have to be involved in student leadership in other ways?
I mean, there's still so many different boards you can join and also homeroom presidents that you can run for as well. There's many different opportunities.
Yeah, there's Link Crew board, there's CSF board, NHS board. Ms. Burkholm sent out an email about those different boards a couple weeks ago, and the deadline is coming up soon, but they'll still have the opportunity to run for all of those and do student council as well for their class.
Amazing. And I wanted to ask you about a recent email concerning NDB's new start and dismissal times. So we are changing from an 8:30 a.m. start to an 8:15 start, and instead of ending at 2:55, we are ending at 2:30. So I know all of us in this room are graduating and it won't affect us, but for the rest of the school, what do you think that this change is going to impact?
I like this change, honestly, because I know in the morning, Ralston gets very crowded, especially from that 8:15 to 8:30 a.m. block. So I feel like starting school a little earlier will help clear up that congestion on Ralston. So I'm excited. It'll definitely take a minute to adapt to that change, for sure, but I am excited for it, even though we won't get to experience it.
I also think ending at 2:30 will let people go to sports earlier and do more extracurricular activities. I know it will give me more, or it would give me more time for homework if I was still at Notre Dame. Also in the morning, I feel like we can get to school earlier, which is more enticing for the student body.
Absolutely.
Even though they're going to be losing sleep.
Okay, and now we're coming to you with some more information on our new ASB candidates, and I want you all to keep this in mind as we vote. We will be back soon.
One thing I want students to take away from my speech is that I will be very dedicated and truly value having a position on ASB. And I want students to feel like they're always able to come to me with any concerns or problems that they have.
I think if you guys were to take anything away from my speech, I want you guys to remember that I'm always here to listen for you, and I really genuinely care about this school, and I want the best for all the students and everyone to have a really fun year.
One thing I hope people take away from my speech is that high school is really short and it's important to make the most of your time, and also that it's worth it to put yourself out there and get involved in things and make sure that your ideas are voiced.
One thing I want people to take away from my speech is that I'm a great leader and I can listen to all people's ideas whenever we're planning events for ASB. I also want them to know that I can connect with students of all ages from freshmen to seniors.
After my speech, I would hope that students could understand more of my experience at Notre Dame and understand why I feel very passionate about our school and our community. And I would also want students to feel that me as a leader next year would hope for everyone to feel confident pursuing any club, board, student council, or any activity that they are hoping to be involved with and not feel intimidated at all to pursue any activity that they're wanting to be involved with.
What I want you guys to take away from my speech is that it's always good to be positive and always good to have a great mindset on things, especially when challenges come. It's always great to have a good mindset and to make sure to push through.
Something that I want students to take away from my speech is that I want them to wake up every day excited to go to school. High school goes by really fast, and we all work super hard every day, so it's also important to have fun and enjoy things like spirit weeks, rallies, and aquacades. And on ASB, I would love to make sure that everybody feels included and everybody wants to have fun.
I think a big takeaway from my speech will probably be showing students that anything is possible if you put your mind to it. Because when I was a freshman, I was like really nervous to be a senior and like even run for ASB. But I want students to know that if you like have goals, you should just like try it and anything can happen. Yeah.
Thank you. Now, Maisie, Olivia, as you look back, what will you remember most about your time as an ASB officer?
Definitely like thinking back to August when everyone was entering the school, I definitely watched like the classes collaborate together. And by the time Aquacades came around last week, every single class was so spirited and was so into it. And that was just really great to see their growth throughout the year. So that was great.
I think I'm going to remember our first rally because we did like weeks of preparation for that rally. And looking back, we put so much effort into it, and it was our first one. It was so fun to run because the hype of the crowd, especially the freshmen, was just so intense. And we saw that in our last Aquacades rally. I think I'm going to miss running those the most because it's totally different running it versus being a part of it. And I really loved it.
This year's Aquacades was definitely one of the best, and I'm so happy that the Sharks got the win. So how has being involved with ASB changed either of you as an individual?
I think it's made me a more confident person. Definitely more well-spoken because obviously I'm on Tiger TV right now. And then I also think it's just made me value all the experiences we have at Notre Dame because I've like helped create them. And I think it's just been great, like becoming friends with a new group of girls and getting to know more people in the Notre Dame community.
Being in a leadership position has definitely helped me gain meaningful life skills. I mean, throughout this year, I've definitely learned how to collaborate with other people. And like Maisie said, I've definitely gained more confidence in myself and like speaking in front of a crowd and all of that. And I've also seen the school from a different perspective because I never really knew how much work everyone puts into the school to make it what it is. Like there are so many different people working hard for the student body. So that was really great to see from another perspective and to work with them.
That's awesome, you guys. So the year is almost ending. It's May 1st today. We only have a month left. So what's left for you as outgoing ASB officers?
We have, is it the picnic? Yes, we have the Class D picnic coming up at the last day of school, which is a really fun event that we are planning. So everyone can look forward to that. And we're also excited to start working with the new ASB and kind of showing them the way, you know, and helping them at the beginning with any questions they have and, you know, slowly getting them used to being ASB.
We also have the mother-daughter brunch for seniors. We don't work like directly with it, but it is something that Ms. Bergholm works on along with the religion department. And I think it's going to be fun just to celebrate the seniors leaving and going to college with their parents and guardians. So, yeah.
Going off of something you said earlier, so did last year's ASB work with you when you were elected?
Yeah, they did. They helped us a lot, especially just giving us advice on how to manage our time and what the different roles do on ASB. Obviously, we all work together, but each role has a specific like thing we do. So, for example, I help with the athletics parts of the emails and plan events for athletics specifically. So they helped us guide. They helped guide us through all of that. So yeah,
That's awesome. So you all just finished Aquacades last week. I know you guys put in so much effort and time. So how did you feel about it as an experience overall?
I think Aquacades was just such an amazing experience, and it was so fun putting it together throughout these past like 3 or 4 months, I'd say. And it was really just satisfying to see all of our hard work come together at the end and just watch all of the classes with their routines and, really get into the spirit of it. So I'm kind of sad it's over. I mean, it went by really fast, in my opinion. And I don't know, I'll always remember it because it was such a big event.
Yeah, I remember. I feel like I'm always gonna remember like how we were dancing in the back on the pool deck to the different routines because it was just so fun and watching the alumna like from the windows and then watching the students from the windows. It was just an experience because obviously we always participate in it in our past 4 years, um, but we still had a great time watching.
I know a highlight for me was when all the seniors jumped into the pool when we found out we won. And I just felt like that was such a great example of our school spirit and our class spirit. So that was just a highlight for me. And how long does the planning for Aquacades take? I mean, there's design and painting the backdrop and the routines.
Yeah, I think we started the backdrop first, and that was in like January, I'd say. And, we had to sketch it all out, and then we kind of had to move areas where we were working on the backdrop. And then we started painting it February, and since then, like we finished it maybe 3 days, 4 days before Aquacades. So it's definitely a long process to say the least, but we slowly worked on it and got everything done. There was a lot to cover just with everything. But yeah, we got it all done.
Yeah. And then our routine probably took like 3 weeks of practice because obviously it's a 10-minute routine. But we started practicing at Juliana's house on her pool deck, and it was great because her mom gave us cookies. So
That's so nice.
it was fun.
So looking ahead, graduation is only about 4 weeks away. So how are you both feeling about your final days of high school?
I'm feeling excited for a change of pace, but also I'm gonna miss everything that Notre Dame has to offer. I feel like I've grown as a person here, so I'm gonna miss the comfort of a place that I come to almost every day. But I'm excited to experience a new place, new weather, all of that, because it's gonna be a big change of pace, but it's gonna be really worth it in the end, I think.
Yeah, I cannot believe how fast it went by. I cannot believe it's May 1st already. But I do feel like Notre Dame has prepared me for this next chapter in college, and I'm feeling really excited to go to college. And these last few weeks at school, I feel like as seniors, we have a lot of fun events coming up, like the brunch and like, yeah. So I'm really excited for all of these events. Yeah.
Absolutely. And for those tuning in, please make sure to keep getting in your votes. We have 5 more minutes left of voting. On that note, we've all been here for 4 years. I feel like we've grown so much from freshmen to seniors. So do you have any advice for the new incoming blue freshman class?
I would just say to really enjoy the experience and like not worry too much about things in the future or the past and just kind of live in the moment because it does go by just incredibly fast. Yeah, do you have anything else?
Yeah, I would say participate in as many activities as you can, especially rallies and just leadership opportunities. Take classes with upperclassmen. Do what really speaks to you. Like I took biotech my junior year. I didn't really think I was going to enjoy it, but ended up loving it. Just, um, just do everything that makes you happy, and I think Notre Dame can do that for you. So yeah.
Absolutely. And again, more with the advice part. Do you have any advice for those who will be newly elected into ASB?
I think have a lot of energy and make sure you are hyping up the crowd during rallies, but more importantly, listening to the student body and being clear with messaging. Obviously, it's hard. There's a lot going on, especially your senior year. But if you stay organized, it's going to be a fantastic school year.
Yeah, communication is a big thing for ASB as well. So definitely like keep an open mind and be sure to communicate with fellow ASB members and collaborate on everything. And then, I mean, you'll be set. Don't worry about it too much because it is such a fun leadership role. And although you are learning like important leadership skills, there's also so many great opportunities you have on ASB. So just enjoy it all.
Absolutely. And So what exactly will the new ASB have to do before the end of the school year? Do they have any responsibilities?
Yes, they are. I mean, a minor responsibility is they're doing the college map for the seniors, the current seniors, which you will see on the bulletin board very soon. They also have to attend graduation on May 30th. And also at class day, they do get their new positions given to them, and that will be announced to the school on class day. Is there anything else?
I don't think there's anything else specifically, but obviously they're going to start planning what they want to do next year and some idea, and like Ms. Bergholm will help them decide what roles they're going to have on ASB based on what their leadership style is like. And they're just going to have to start thinking about how they want to make Notre Dame a better place next year.
And do you have any advice for those who are not elected for ASB? I know we already touched on this topic, but I understand it can be tough when people put in all this effort into their speeches. So what would you guys have to say to them?
I would say just let it settle. You can feel your emotions. You're going to probably be sad, maybe angry, and then look for new opportunities to like dive into the Notre Dame community, whether that's student council or class council or homeroom president or a board. You can also just think about how you can use your time for other opportunities, whether it's joining journalism or Tiger TV or anything like that, or mock trial, but there's so many other opportunities, but just to let yourself have that time to feel how you feel about it as well.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's so many great things happening at Notre Dame, and like you guys are all going to be seniors next year, and senior year is such a great year that like, yeah, let it settle and then, go on and find another great thing to do.
Absolutely. And as our viewers can probably tell by all the college merch that they've been seeing around campus, today is May 1st, which is decision day for seniors. So which college will you both be attending?
I am attending University of Southern California.
I'm going to go to University of Wisconsin-Madison.
Congratulations to you both. And what will you guys be studying?
I'm going to be studying kinesiology with a specific focus in athletic training.
And then I'm studying math and economics.
That's so exciting. Congratulations to you once again. And how has Decision Day been so far? Have there been any senior traditions that you guys have partaken in?
It's been really exciting. I mean, just to see where everyone's going and like where everyone's ending up, because we've been with these people for the past 4 years, and just seeing everyone, taking these next steps into their future. It's just really exciting. Yeah.
I mean, I like taking photos with my friends at lunch. I'm still looking forward to senior sunset, where we get to take more photos, and mother-daughter brunch, but, it was fun to celebrate with our classmates.
Absolutely. And what advice do you have for incoming seniors as application season begins for them? I know about this time last year, I was thinking about tutors. I was thinking about where I wanted to go, and it's such an open-ended time in these juniors' lives. So do you guys have any advice?
I would just say stay organized, start early over the summer, attend Miss Rossi's writing seminar over the summer if you can. That helped me so much. But mostly just get started early, and that'll help you, especially as school starts. October's a long month, but you got it. Just keep going. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, definitely start early. Maybe make a list of the colleges you want to apply to, already start doing that. And also, once you start hearing back from colleges, maybe start planning on when you're going to visit them, because that's something I definitely waited till last minute. It definitely creeps up on you this May 1st decision day. So just throughout the process, have a plan on what schools are your top and which ones you want to visit and all of that.
Absolutely. And on that, it's okay if you don't know where you want to go. I mean, I know for me at least, my opinions on schools change so much. My plans for majors change so much, and I know it's common. So thank you so much, you guys, for all of this insight. And it seems like voting has just closed. We are waiting for the results to come in. But before we go to that, what advice would you two give your freshman selves if you could go back?
I mean, I would definitely tell myself just to not worry or stress as much about school and all of that, and kind of just enjoy it, because I remember just being so uptight and shy as a freshman, and now that I look back, I don't know why I was so worried about anything. I mean, Notre Dame is such a great opening school and such a loving community. that I'm very happy with everything so far.
Yeah, I would tell myself to not be as stressed as Liv said, but also just to jump into things and not be too afraid to try new things. It took me a whole year to like run for student council because I was afraid of running for student council, but I'm so glad I did because it led me to doing this and being on ASB. So I would just tell myself to be confident in yourself and what you value and all of that.
And look how far you both have
Yeah.
come. On that note, what do you think you are both going to miss the most about Notre Dame?
I'm going to miss so much. I'm going to miss the food, obviously, because I don't think dining hall food can live up to Notre Dame food. But I'm also going to miss all of my classmates and my friends. We've made such like a deep bond with everybody at Notre Dame, and it's going to be hard to let that go and to start over.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to miss the community. I mean, I feel at Notre Dame, it's such a tight knit community that I feel like I know everyone's names and I know a lot about everyone here. And I have friends, like, we're all friends here. So definitely that aspect, transitioning from like a small school to a bigger school, I'm going to miss that. But I am excited because I feel like I've learned a lot from a small school that I can bring into a bigger school and try and find my community at a bigger school.
Thank you so much, both of you. All right, I've just heard from the control room that the election results are in. Please stand by while we are joined by the other 4 ASB officers who will make the announcement. Or it looks like we just have one, so come on in. We're here with Isabella Michael with the election results. So, let's do a drum roll.
Your ASB officers for 2026 to 2027 are Cadence Goldbridge, Gracie Enfield, Allie Dorn, Emily Wiseman, Sammy Kakala, and Caitlin McCabe. Woo!
Congratulations to all the winners, and thank you so much, ASB, for joining us in the studio once again. So that's the news for today. Go to our channel at youtube.com/NDVTigerTV and our sister publication at thenDVCatalyst.com. This has been another broadcast of Tiger TV. Until next time, remember, our street is us and we are it. Have a great day, Notre Dame.